as several thousand people, predominantly from Honduras, slowly wind their way north toward the U.S. border. U.S. President Donald Trump on Monday calling the migrants a national emergency.
We have been giving so much money to so many different countries for so long, and then when we ask them to keep their people in their country, they're unable to do it.
The so-called caravan traveled through Guatemala and over the weekend crossed a river into Mexico. Reuters correspondent Delphine Schrenk spoke with some of the migrants heading for the city of Tapachula.
That helicopter overhead is a military helicopter circling low. That's an ominous sign that police may do something or the army may do something to thwart this massive movement of women, children, and men who are fleeing the violence and poverty of Honduras. They may do something because Donald Trump has been very upset about, yet again, a massive movement of people supposedly heading towards the United States border. This is a group that he would label a horde of illegal migrants. Many of them tell me different stories of why they've fled. I just talked to a pair of childhood friends who told me one of their brothers had been left for dead after being beaten with metal bars in the neighborhood in which they live, which is controlled by one of the two criminal gangs that dominate the country.
Mexican riot police shadowed but did not block the group. The migrants have become a focal issue for the U.S. president and his Republican Party.
The Democrats want caravans. They like the caravans. A lot of people say, I wonder who started that caravan.
Caravans such as this one have been organized by rights groups since 2010 to offer migrants safety in numbers and shine a light on their plight. But some Republican candidates have promoted false theories that liberal donors are behind the mass migration. Others are hoping to stoke anti-immigrant sentiment ahead of November's congressional elections. Trump on Monday claiming without evidence that the caravan includes, quote, criminals and unknown Middle Easterners.
You're going to find MS-13, you're going to find Middle Eastern, you're going to find everything. And guess what? We're not allowing them in our country.
He also told followers to, quote, blame the Democrats and threatened to cut off foreign aid to Central American nations for failing to block the migrants. Since 2016, the U.S. has already slashed aid to Guatemala, El Salvador, and Honduras by 40%. Trump last week threatened to use the military to prevent the caravan from reaching the U.S., but it's unclear how the army could stop the migrants from claiming asylum at a U.S. port of entry.